Bienvenidos, family. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another episode of Blacks into Panama, where we discuss all things Exodus from the United States. I'm your host, Big Will, and I have the pleasure of joining you today from the beautiful Santa Costera. This is a fitness area here in Panama City, located in Avenida Balboa. That's the street that's right under me. And today we're going to be talking about celebrating our first year here in country, our Panniversary, y'all. It's our Panniversary. Do you know what today is? We got a lot to talk about, folks, so let's get to it. Corazón. Tú me pides corazón. Tú me pides corazón. All right, fam, let's talk about it. So it's our Panniversary. We've been here exactly 1 year now. It seems like a little bit longer than that, but oh my God, we packed everything up, put stuff in storage, got the hell out of Dodge and moved to Panama, Central America. Oh my God. So let's talk about our reflections for the first Panniversary. So number one, the biggest question up front, would we do it again? Oh yeah. No doubt whatsoever. Look, folks, this has been probably the biggest and most monumental decision of our adult lives. Seeking a change from what we were experiencing in the United States. And, you know, it's gotten a lot worse since we left. So, yeah, we would do this all over again. What we have found here is phenomenal. Peace, tranquility, a few bugs. There was a bug right there. I'm going to talk about that later on in Pet Peeves. That's a preview. But anyway, the peace and tranquility, the people, the culture, Central American culture. Well, let me just talk about Panamanian culture. Panamanian culture is one of respect. So people treat each other well here. It's not folks, you know, acting from scarcity and mine. So we really appreciate that. No worries on will we make this choice again. We make the choice again all day, every day. All right, so let's talk about question number 2. Do you ever see yourself returning to the United States? Folks, look, in the 12 months that we've been here, we haven't been back yet once. We keep scheduling trips to go back to see folks, to rescue things from storage, but it's a hot mess, y'all. Every time we plan a flight, the U.S. does something like, you know, shoots people in the grocery store or trying to shop, or relaxing mask mandates, you know. So every time something like that happens, we have to stop and reevaluate. But at this point, we really do not see ourselves ever returning to live in the United States. That ship has sailed, no doubt about it. There's just too much peace, too much financial freedom, racial freedom, happiness, joy. It's just too much of everything that we weren't getting there. So no, we won't be coming back. Sorry. So I came up with an outline for this episode, and right now I'm supposed to cover my 3 favorite things about Panama. So in no particular order, number 1, the financial freedom. Look, folks, we were struggling in the United States. Both of us had great jobs, mid-6-figure incomes, but the cost of living in the States is ridiculous. DC is off the hinges. You know, now some of it was due to lifestyle choices. We had 3 cars. You know, we lived in a golf course community, but, you know, we were doing all the things that we thought were going to be necessary and part and parcel of, pursuing the American dream. And that meant debt. So we were in debt up to our eyeballs. We're no longer in debt. We can afford to travel a lot more now. Our lifestyle has increased tremendously. We eat out a lot more now. I mean, we could cook more, but why? It's a terrific food here. So favorite thing number one is going to be financial freedom. Right along with that, favorite thing number two is being in a nation that's 96% black and brown. Y'all, look, I love everybody, but I'm a 52-year-old black man who has 52 years of experience living in the United States of America. Things are racial even when I don't want them to be racial. Lord knows I spent a lot of my life wishing I could just, close my eyes and disappear and avoid all of it. So coming from that standpoint, having the freedom from all of that racial BS that you experience is phenomenal. Like I said, it's 96% black and brown. So we're in Chocolate City. I know that's a term from the States, but this is Chocolate City. And we're amongst the diaspora. The Afro presence here is stellar. I've talked about that in other episodes. I'm not going to go deep into that now. Just know that favorite thing number two is the diversity and the freedom from racial fear. Favorite thing number three for me is going to be the people and the culture. Once again, the culture here is one of mutual respect. Being Americans, we're used to walking into a place and expecting, hey, I'm not going to greet you. I'm just going to say what I need so that, we can get out of here. Here, it's slow down, speak, good morning, how are you doing, how's your day? Finding out a little bit more about how you're doing as a person as opposed to, what kind of business you're trying to conduct. So I really appreciate that. People are extremely helpful. People are extremely friendly. And, hey, Big Will's got a big mouth and I love to talk to people. So favorite thing number three here is the people. Now I'm going to shift gears a little bit and talk about my three biggest pet peeves, because apparently, I've learned recently, some of my folks back in the States don't believe that life can be all good. They're like, hey, you're hiding something. You're selling Panama. Look, folks, I ain't selling nothing. I'm relating my experiences and telling you how we're living. That may sound like sales to you. It's just gospel truth and an eyewitness testimony. Look, the pet peeves are not going to be drastic. For all those that are waiting for some massive shoe to drop, this ain't going to be it. But okay, pet peeve number one, I just alluded to it. There are bugs here. You got critters. So mosquitoes, other biting insects. Yes, it's the tropics. Welcome to the jungle. So be prepared. Bring some insect repellent, spray some off. You'll be okay. We're fine. Come in here doing our research. One of the things I learned is that they have scorpions and big spiders. Y'all, I ain't seen either one of them. I'm not saying that they don't exist. I'm just saying we don't see them. So don't let that bother you. We do see geckos, but that's not a bug. Geckos are there to take care of the bugs. So there's that. Pet peeve number one, the insects. Pet peeve number two, the driving. So I don't want to speak badly about Panamanian driving. Lord knows people in the U.S. got problems too. It's just not being used to how they drive. I've noticed it's kind of like organized confusion here. Turn signals are a sign of weakness. People will seemingly jump and do everything, but surprisingly, you don't see a lot of accidents because I think the Panamanians are used to, their unexpected lane changes from each other, and they accommodate each other. So Like, one of the things I always see from the States of social media, people complaining about merging on highways and not letting people over. That's not a thing here. You're going to be able to merge. They're not going to keep you from trying to merge. Now, you might have to create a lane sometimes, or there may be a third lane out of two, and see what's going on. Something just got me good on my shoulder, y'all. Sorry about that. But it's good. There's ways around it. You can take public transit. Driving in the city is different than driving out on the beach and coastal and interior areas. So it's not that deep. Take an Uber, get on a bus. If you don't have a car, this pet peeve isn't going to bother you. And my last pet peeve has nothing whatsoever to do with Panama. It's our shortcomings. My pet peeve is I don't speak Spanish as well as I want to speak Spanish. I'm learning Aprendo Espanol. We have come a long way in a year. We survive, we thrive, we're able to do things, go to movies, go to doctors, get car repairs, have stuff shipped. It just takes longer than it would if we were native speakers or, fluent speakers, not native. So pet peeve number 3 is something that we're actively working on. I guarantee you in Panniversary episode number 2, that's not going to be an issue anymore. So let's discuss the biggest aha moment. I'm going to go with a personal best. The biggest aha moment was for me discovering that Sonja and I had the gumption, the gall, the cojones to be able to affect this move. When I first told people about our interest in moving abroad, there was skepticism. There were people like, oh, please, you would never give up your American lifestyle in order to do something. And I get, some of that is other people projecting their fears onto you. We put our heads down and got it done. And we learned a lot about ourselves in the process. We learned that the only thing you have to fear is fear itself. Once you get moving, momentum kicks in, it gets easy. We know there's a lot of apprehension about stepping into the unknown, but sometimes you just got to step out there on faith. That's what having faith is all about, right, folks? So that's an incredible aha moment, realizing that you have the courage and the ability to do something that a whole lot of people will never, ever do. Let's talk about the least favorite moment since been in country. And y'all, this is going to be something we're going to talk about for a second. The least favorite thing that I've witnessed since I've been here is irate Americans coming here and bringing all of that negativity and BS with them. And their attitudes can be extremely off-putting. I've seen people scream at the staff at the restaurant in that building, mad because the restaurant doesn't have English on the menu. This is Spanish-speaking country. I mean, that's what they speak. Why in the world would you come here and expect them to speak English all the time? I've seen people, it's the same attitude you see in the States. Karens, I don't know what the male version of a Karen is, but Bob, whatever. Complaining about everything. It's just, folks, leave all of that crap in the States. Don't bring it here. These people are doing what they do, and they do it well. They don't need any of that. So let me shut my mouth and stop talking about that and start focusing on the positive stuff again. Next point is going to be, what does the future hold for us? Well, here's an announcement. The near future involves a move for us, a personal move for me and Sonja. We are no longer living out on the coast in the Gorgona and Coronado area. We have moved to Panama City, and that's okay. Look, folks, we love the beach. We had a great time at the beach. It was phenomenal for decompressing and allowing us to relax. It was great for a soft landing. We purposely chose a community that was full of expats so that we didn't get, thrown into the deep end of the language pool and the customs pool and the culture pool. We wanted to have, a soft landing, and that's what we got being at the beach. So we spent a year at the beach. Part of our plan was to try the Goldilocks philosophy. Let's go over here and see if this bed fits. Oh, wait a minute, it's a little bit too big for us. Well, let's go over here and try this one out. Oh, it's too small. Okay, let's try this third one out. Look at that, it's just right. That is the power of being able to make a move like this. We're not rushing to buy anything. I get that question a lot too. Where did y'all buy? Where did you purchase? That is an American mentality. You need to get out of that debt mentality that you need to establish debt in order to achieve something. There's no advantages here, no tax advantages for owning property. All you're doing is locking in your mortgage rate. And I mean, that's a good thing, but you can easily negotiate a long-term rental contract to lock in a rate too. So take it slow. That's my suggestion. Do what you're going to do, but if I were you, I would take it slow, learn the lay of the land. It's a new country. You don't even know if you like it here yet. If you buy something, you're going to be stuck with it. Property is really, really hard to sell here, so make sure. Our plan was to try things out. We did that. Now we want to come to the city and see what the city has to offer. We have a good idea. Like most cities, it has a lot of resources. It's close to stuff. So we want to be close to stuff. And also, the culture is here. The salsa music, the merengue, the soca. Being able to stop and, go to their version of Best Buy, Panafoto, and get things. Every time I needed my car fixed, I had to come up here. So we're just going to short circuit that and live in the city for a while and see what that does for us, because we can do that. It's a wonderful thing. So that's what the future holds for us. We've already done it. As a matter of fact, we're in one of those buildings behind me right now, at lovely Avenida Balboa, and I'm coming to you from the Santa Costera Fitness Park. Folks, it's a beautiful thing here. I really hope that some of you get to experience this. So that's going to be a wrap on this Panniversary episode. Thank you so much, Blackseteers and repeat offenders, for following us over the past year. Your support means everything for us. We couldn't do this without you. So if this is your first time joining us, thank you so much for taking the time to click and see a little bit about what life is like here in Panama. Getting tongue twisted today. But if you're a repeat offender, y'all, I love my repeat offenders. Thank you so much for helping to make this show a huge success. Could not have done it without you. So, folks, until next time, keep living your life. We're going to keep living ours. All right. Ciao. Corazón.